happy International Women's Day to all our sisters out there. And as you can see today, I have a very special guest with me, and she is none other than Sri.
Hello, hello
Let's say
everyone.
hi to everyone on Facebook Live. This is currently on Facebook Live and YouTube as well. Yeah. So, all right. I mean, today's topic, we are going to talk about, let's do the sign.
Okay, do this line.
Yes,
Yes.
break the bias, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, as if you have been following the International Women's Day page and the campaign that's going on,
Mm,
it International Women's Day website says that imagine a gender equal world,
mhm,
a world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination,
mm.
a world that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive, a world where difference is valued and celebrated. Together, we can forge women's equality. Collectively, we can all break
Break
the
the
bias.
bias. Mm,
Yes. And welcome to Women of Courage Asia. This channel is all about celebrating women, celebrating the women for their courage, courage to show up, courage to speak up, and courage to share their stories, right? So today
It's
I
true.
am going to sort of like have a conversation,
Okay.
with Sri, right? Sri, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay.
Mm.
Can. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
I'm Asri. One daughter, and I'm from Indonesia. I work in Singapore is as a domestic helper. I'm 30 this year.
How many years are you working in Singapore now?
I work almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, right?
Yes.
So before this season of 3 years,
Mhm.
you actually was here much, much, much earlier,
Yes.
right?
True. True. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So remember the Pongo days?
Mhm.
So those were like 2 years,
2 years.
right?
2
2 years,
years.
and then she went back
Mhm.
to have a family. Yeah.
Yes.
And then after how many years later you come back?
10 years.
10 years
10 years
later,
later.
10 years later, she came back,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
And so today just want to have a little chat, a little conversation about your whole experience
Mm.
working in Singapore,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So can you share with us, so far, how's your experience like working in Singapore?
My experience
Mm.
is last time I came 10 years later, right?
Mhm.
I joined with your family.
Mhm.
That is
10 years ago, she
10
was
years ago.
working with my family. Yep.
Yes. And then that time is very grateful for me as my first experience working in Singapore. But I'm so glad I met on this family. Uh, they treat me as a brother and sister, and I treat the kid also same as my daughter and my son. And then but um I can't stay more longest like continuous and after I finish my contract 2 years because I get my own family, and then that time is my girl still young. And then
Baby, right? I remember
yes,
she's still a
still a
baby.
baby, yeah, less
Yeah.
than 2 years. So my my husband told me to go back
Mm.
to take care of them, and then
Right.
okay, um but I go back already. I got a good family, but I don't know what happened because we are just a human being, and then the God is controlling our life, right? So I just doing my job like a housework, like as a wife and mother,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Something happened.
something happened.
Something happened,
Yeah.
which is another story. She has
Yes.
a very powerful story about what happened in her life,
Okay.
right? And we will definitely invite her back to share about that part of the story.
Yes.
Okay. But because today the time is limited, so let's focus on the topic that we want to be
Yes.
emphasizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So something happened back in Indonesia,
Mm.
and then you went through. You got out of it. Got out of it. You were
Mhm.
strong
Mm.
and courageous,
Amen.
right? And then you came back to Singapore,
Yes. True.
right?
After 10 years, I come back to Singapore, and because I need to support my girl. Now is she are 15 years old,
Mhm.
and then on college, and then so I must do hard work for her and my family. So
Right. So she left. So you left home,
yes,
came over here to
yes,
work as a domestic helper
correct,
to support your daughter's education back
correct,
home,
true,
right?
yes,
And today we want to emphasize on one very important point, and that is that your job title, it could apply to many of us,
Mm.
right? The question I want to ask everyone is your job title your identity?
Mm.
Is your job title your identity? What if one day we just strip away all that job title? Who are you at your core? Who are you at your core? What is your identity?
Mm.
Right? So, share with us a little bit about your experience working in Singapore as a domestic helper.
Okay,
Mm.
my experience is quite a lot, because many people outside, maybe if I outside, if I take off day or I go to market, or I find something different people to treat uh, as domestic helper, and like something like maybe they look down for us domestic helper, but
Mm.
um, I never put on my personality lah. What happened with these people? Why doing like that? They thinking maybe is like all thinking is people think is domestic helper is just domestic helper. They never think maybe uh, domestic helper is only job.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is your job.
it's,
That is
yeah,
not you.
it's not me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not is our identity is not like that. Not is the domestic helper. There is
Mm.
only job. Me is a me.
Yes, you are Sri,
I'm
right?
Sri.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe I no need to explain who I am, what I have, what I achieve of my country.
Mm.
I don't need to say anything,
Right.
because just I believe it on myself. If people got good heart, and never look down to other people, they can responsibility to other people.
Mhm.
So I just do nice to other people, even they talking bad to me. I don't care.
Mm.
I don't want to pay back to them.
Right.
Right.
So you don't have to explain to them,
Yes, who I am.
your background back home and all that. And by the way,
Mm.
Sri is a very entrepreneurial lady. All right, she has a very entrepreneurial mindset. Besides supporting her daughter back home, she
Mhm.
also had big dreams. Right.
Amen.
So yes, she has also investment plans.
Amen.
Yeah, she take care of her parents, not just her daughter, but also her parents,
Alright.
right? And she has a very good attitude in saving up,
Amen.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, like what I want to reinforce, re-emphasize what she has just said,
Mhm.
right? The job is not your identity, right?
Correct.
It could also apply your material, your achievements is not your identity.
True.
Yeah, those are just either things or titles that you play a part in, so you take up certain responsibility and roles. They are not your identity. They are not who you are. Who
Okay.
you are is like what Sri has mentioned. If you treat people with kindness,
Mm.
right, you're kind to others,
Mm.
yeah, and that's who she is, being kind as her person, as a
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are some of the encounters you have. I mean, she has shared with me many encounters
Mhm.
out there,
Mhm.
right? Be it when she goes to the supermarket,
Mm.
or when she during her off day when she go
Mm.
out and
Mm.
interaction with others.
Mhm.
So that's the feeling that you get,
Yes,
right?
true.
And the treatment that you receive.
Yes.
Yeah. How does that affect you?
Mm,
You just now you mentioned you don't care, but
yes.
you
But
know when you came back, I mean when we have
mhm,
conversations at times, you
mhm.
tell me you can't help but to have feelings, right? We have all
Yes,
have emotions.
true.
Yeah. Can you share a little bit about how does all these stereotype, or labeling out there
Mhm.
affects you?
Okay,
Mm.
affect me. Um, First I hear that word, I feel like something like a boom, boom.
Sorry, what
Like
word?
like
Hear what word?
like this. Mm, are you a domestic helper or Singaporean?
Ah,
They
okay.
talking like that, and
Mm.
then I said I'm domestic helper, and then if maybe something happen, if I at the market I buying something like that, something happen, the especially for the cashier, they talking to me, why like that, why you never, should I talk, should I talk?
Mm.
Okay.
Why you never communicate with your man?
Yes,
Something like that,
something
right?
like that.
Yeah.
This is
Mm.
yeah, okay lah. Because I'm thinking is if I going that place, that means there is nothing happen lah. I just want to pay and then everything. But there is one thing happen is I pay, and then it's empty at the card.
Mm.
And
So
then
if something happens,
sometimes
when something happens,
mhm,
the people's
the person,
respond to
yes,
you
respond
was
to
it
me.
doesn't go to the subject matter. It goes to the
Yes,
person, right? They
yes,
start questioning about you as a person
yes,
and your man as a person.
mm,
So that's the experience that you got, right?
yes,
It's not about problem solving, but
mm,
it just directed to your ethnic group,
yes,
your job title.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So that those are different forms of bias, right? Those are
Mhm.
different forms of bias and stereotype. And today's message is very simple. We just want to break the
Break up
bias, right?
bias.
Treat every individual as valuable individual. And we
Correct.
are all created by God, right? We are all
Yes.
very valuable individuals. So
Mhm.
we are people who value people, right?
True, true.
And we want to add value to other
Mm.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's one of the values by John Maxwell,
Yes.
one of the leadership
Mm.
um, a mentor in the leadership. Okay, let's talk a little bit about, okay, so that's your experience outside,
Outside.
right?
Mm. True.
How about your experience inside with us?
Inside.
The truth.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay.
truth.
I speaking the truth. Not trick or fake.
Mm,
3 years. 3 years. I work with you,
mm.
and then but I never feel I'm as a domestic helper. What about you? Is treat me as a brother and sister. Even the kids, they're like
Kakak.
everything kakak. That is
Kakak, by
the
the way,
by the
means
way,
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
And then I'm very close to the kids. And then what I can't explain because we are knows each other already.
You then
And
seems young, right?
since yeah,
When my son and my daughter was born, they
mm,
were still toddlers. Yeah.
yes. And
When
then
before you went back. And then when
yes,
you came back, they become so
so
big.
big already, teenager already. That's why
Yeah.
sometimes I can't believe I am come back to your family,
Mm.
but there is a God. God want to be,
Mm.
and then I'm also so lucky because maybe outside many domestic helper never the employer never treat as you, and so
Mm.
there
Right.
is
Thank you very much for speaking the truth.
speaking the truth, not fake.
Yeah. I also want to bring your attention
Mm-hmm.
to her scarf here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our Women of Courage Asia
Yes.
scarf, which
Yeah.
she very creatively use it as
Mm.
your, what you call this?
Hijab.
Huh?
Hijab.
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 Yeah. So um A little shout out for Women of Courage Asia.
Mhm.
We are a community where we celebrate women. We create a safe environment for women by women to build each other up, right? We celebrate each other's success. We celebrate each other's milestones and
Mhm.
breakthroughs, right? We encourage each other, challenge each other to step out of our fears and comfort zone
Mhm.
and to live a life of courage, have dreams and
Yes,
purpose,
true.
right? And so Sri is part of Women of Courage Asia's community, and she was there with us on Saturday celebrating our
Yes,
third anniversary as well. Yeah,
yes,
and
true.
she has contributed every bit of her in meeting needs, right?
Mm.
Whenever she see gaps, she volunteers and help with the team as well. So for that, on behalf of Women of Courage Asia, I just want to thank you
You're
for
welcome.
availing yourself.
You're
Although I
welcome.
know I didn't really brief her properly, it was like,
That's right.
let's go.
I don't know everything.
Yeah, but
But
she was very versatile. She knows, where to meet the needs. Yeah, and just support each other. So
okay,
for that, I really appreciate you.
okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
And tell us also your growth journey, your personal development growth journey here in Singapore. Because there are a lot of domestic helpers
Mhm.
working in Singapore.
Mhm.
Yeah, and everyone is exposed to different opportunities,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So, how was your experience like in your own personal growth and development? How were you? Do you see yourself in the past and you see yourself now?
Mhm.
Is there a difference?
Yes, different match.
Okay, let's share a little bit with the audience. What's the difference in your
Okay,
own personal growth and development?
okay. Before I joined to this WOCA,
Women of Courage Asia.
yes, woman WOCA,
Short form. That's what
Short.
internally we say woka
WOCA,
woka.
WOCA. Okay. Uh, I like a shy like that, malu to talk to others, like on public speaking, and then mm, like I'm not confident. Like
Confidence.
yes,
Yes. So there's a lack of confidence initially.
yes, correct.
Okay. So that's
And
why you're a
then
bit shy, then
so
not
much
speak up.
shy. And then I didn't don't want to talk many.
Mm.
I don't want to talk many. I
Right.
just on my mind is only talk more, talk less, do more. Like
Mm.
last time, but
Wow. I like that. I like that. Talk less, do
do
more.
more
Yeah,
like that.
action speaks louder than words.
And then now actually is my mom is give me a chance. I go to that boot camp. I learn many things.
Yeah.
Many things.
She went to our Transform with Courage boot camp. It's a for
Yes.
women by women life transformation program.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I said thank you for you and your group. And then I got a new friend, many type of friend, and then different
Who
of
are the friends that you meet? Who are the friends that you get to
I don't
know? Like
Miss Anita is the one.
Miss
It's
Anita.
always translate my language because they I don't understand many of the word of English.
Mm,
So she helped me much.
yeah, she
And
helped
then
you translate a lot.
yes,
Yeah.
translate a lot.
Thank you, Miss
Thank,
Anita.
thank you, Miss Anita. And then
Mm,
actually it's all of them helped me
mm,
because this is my new life, my uh my beginning lah, to be
mhm.
me now.
Rebuilding your confidence, right?
Yes,
Your self confidence.
correct.
Yeah.
So I never think is who I am. I just want to how can I more make myself is more confident that time. And then
Mm,
uh
okay.
and then now is so much better.
Right.
Yes,
You
and
can
then
talk to anyone with
yes,
confidence and not
correct.
being shy or
Yes, no shy.
embarrassed. Mm,
Even my English is not really good, but I try to communicate to them.
mhm,
Is I never think is that wrong or correct the word. I just want to speak up.
mm.
That's all.
Wow.
That's all.
Having the courage, so you gain courage to speak up,
Yes,
right?
true.
Doesn't matter the English is right
Yes,
or wrong, right?
correct.
Salah salah lah,
Salah.
right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you actually, but you have the courage, you gain the courage to speak up for yourselves,
yes,
right? Speak up about your thoughts,
yes,
share about your opinions and your
yes,
thoughts, right? You know,
yes,
so like
true.
we have conversations sometimes at night, you know,
Mm,
to talk about how she feel,
mm,
yeah, or what she's thinking,
mm,
yeah. So having the courage to speak
yes,
up,
true.
gain the confidence, right? Your
Yes,
self-confidence.
yes,
Yeah.
true.
What about, is there anything, like any clarity that you gain, like you compare yourself in the past and now, in terms of your, maybe your future,
Mm-hmm.
or your dreams or your
Yes,
goals?
yes,
Um, is there any more clarity?
yes.
Okay,
My
share
my
with us about that.
okay. My goal is now my goal. I want to pay everything. My my loan, and then from my madam and myself
That's for
to be
your
done,
daughter's education.
and then my doctor education, and then my future is now actually I start from the basic one. I want to do my business. Hmm.
Mm, okay,
I
so she has a business plan.
Yes, and now is on one step. I just learning this business for growing how, and then I got my partner also.
Mm,
So this my goal to
right.
plan next the future.
Yes.
Because
We
I'm not forever be a domestic helper, right?
Yeah, this is
So
just a season,
this
just
is
a season of your life. Yeah.
yes,
So and this is just this is a job, right?
yes,
This is not
correct.
who you are. You still
Yes.
have dreams and goals. Then you are actually taking actions
Mm,
to fulfill your goals, to work towards your goal, right?
yes,
And
correct.
coming all the way to Singapore to work as a domestic helper is
Mm,
just one of the ways, right?
yes,
It's one of
yes,
the ways to meet your end goal.
correct. True.
Correct?
I mean,
Correct.
yes,
Amen.
yes. Mm.
Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to ask something, but it just slipped off my mind.
Mm. It's okay.
So
Mm.
confidence, courage,
Mhm.
clarity,
Yes,
right? That is
yes,
the growth that you see in yourself.
yes,
Yeah, and the plans that you have for
yes.
your future,
Mhm.
right? So is there anything you want to encourage all the other domestic helpers, the ladies, the women, your sisters in from Indonesia who are
Yeah.
working in Singapore?
Okay.
Yeah. What encouragement do you want to say to them?
Okay. Hello, is everyone is on Singapore or everywhere? So
Yes, yes,
it's
yeah, it
for
can be anywhere, right?
everywhere.
Yes,
Yes,
correct, you're
it's
right.
everywhere in the world.
Mm,
Is for women. Uh, is for us is very simple, right? If we are mother, do our best. Uh, don't think it's difficult on your life. Just step up from your comfort zone. If people got issue on their life, but you must move on. And then you think struggle for your family, and then especially for domestic helper in Singapore. Uh, don't look down to yourself.
mm,
Be yourself. Is domestic helper is just job.
yes.
Yeah, and then you are different. Job is domestic helper is two part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are the identity.
yeah, you are.
Identity and
Mm,
job,
yes,
not the same.
yes, not the same. So uh, I say be yourself, love yourself, earn your own money, and then save your money for your
Save your money.
yeah, save your money for your future,
Mhm.
especially if you got your your daughter or your son, you must support them. Don't forget about this thing. This is very important.
Mhm.
And your future, you must have money for you, um, because we don't know what happened next. So we can, if something happen, we are safe like that.
You, at least you have some savings,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Yeah, right. And
And money is not everything, but money can do many things for us.
yes, yes, I love that. I love what you said. Money is not everything.
Mm,
Yeah, but it can do many things for us, right?
true,
Yeah, you can help people. You can
true.
support a movement. You
Yes,
can, yeah, you can lift people up. You can do so many things, right?
true.
money is not everything, and only the love of money is evil. Money is not evil. The love of money is evil,
True.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
What else? What else do you want to say to your fellow sisters out there?
Okay. If you want build yourself, be I never say to be as me, but actually is to build yourself to be confident, and then like how to behavior. So this you must get your own friend is a good friend also.
Good friends, a
Yes,
support group.
support group, and
Good
then
support group.
yeah,
Find a mentor.
yes,
Surround yourself with
true,
good, positive people.
yes, true,
That is
yeah,
have a growth mindset.
yes,
Right.
true. That's right. We must choose our friend and around us. Choose is there is must choose other around us. There is because if we anyhow going out with others or wrong people, we will follow them, the attitude or everything lah. So is I please to my friend, my sister as domestic helper, please love yourself. You came is for earn money for your family. Please love yourself and your family. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sri. Thank you for being willing to put yourself out there. Because this is Facebook Live, you're putting yourself out there, and you're taking the courage to speak up, right? To share your thoughts, to share your own journey, to share your own experience, and by doing this, the goal is to encourage, right? To encourage our sisters out there. Remember who you are, your identity. Your job is not your identity. Let's break that bias. Okay, so thank you very much once again for your time, right? And thank you, ladies, thank you everyone for supporting. Please help to like and subscribe to our channel, like and share this video so that more women out there will get to hear this message from Sri.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Yeah, so thank you very much, and
Amen.
we see you again in the next episode.
Bye
Bye.